rapport à 1 heure au lieu de 2 heures? Ouais. Can you do 4:40? 4:40.
Upstairs? Je fais dans les quoi?
Non, on ne parle jamais rien pour ce meeting-là.
Ah, j'aime ça de même, j'aime ça de même.
Quand est-ce que vous lancez votre app?
Ça va être la fin avril, donc c'est dans un mois. On n'a pas de date précise encore, mais dernière semaine d'avril, c'est ce qu'on vise pour le moment.
Puis vous soumettez?
On soumet au App Store cette semaine. Learnings for the past week. Je pense que ça a ressorti avec JS. D'avoir du trafic dès le moment où on lance, c'est le plus gros challenge qu'on a présentement. Sinon, on risque de juste lancer, d'avoir aucun traction pour démoder. Je cherchais un gros événement, genre qu'on pourrait fitter dans notre affaire pour le mois de mai. T'sais, avant démoder, genre comme 2 semaines avant. Là. Parce qu'on a un produit de prêt, puis que ça pourrait me donner du exposure. Mais
Moi, je suis plugué à Eventco.
Ouais, ils ont des shows, j'ai toute la liste de leurs spectacles.
Good. Fait que tu m'envoies ça, tu m'envoies le fichier l'été. Merci.
Ouais, merci à toi.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao.
Voilà. Is this for me? So what's your elevator pitch?
Changing it. Epilogger remembers the entire event view, collecting all the photos, tweets, blogs, and check-ins. We'll remember, I can't remember it now,
Too long.
Yeah, it's too long. I like the old one, but it wasn't enough.
It's more like Epilogger collects all the tweets, check-ins, and social media around an event, so you can remember it. Like, it's gotta be, it's one breath. Today is show and tell. It's not a pitch. Remember, it's not a pitch.
Not a pitch?
No, it's not a pitch.
Help me, please.
We're doing an update on where the teams are, where they started on day one, where they are today, and where they need to be on week 9, and finally at demo day.
A joke of the cohort. He walks into the room yesterday. I says, "What about Drivv? Have you changed your name yet?" He says, "Yeah, we've changed it. It's Drivv with 3 V's."
Salut, ça va?
So it's week 5. We spent 4 weeks already getting you guys a lot of feedback. It's a lot to digest. We're doing today a check-in. We have about 25 minutes per team.
These are what our apps look like today. We're on iPhone and Android right now.
What did we get in 5 weeks? Here's what we came out. HealthAware is fixing communication between patients and clinics.
And on top of that, we redesigned the whole app.
We think we've come up with an idea that we absolutely love.
All right. A big announcement today. Drivv, we are gonna rebrand Drivv. And our new name is going to be Arrivera-t-elle. The second big announcement today is that John Stokes loves Arrivera-t-elle. All right, where we're going to be a month from now, what we want to do in the next month, we want to launch our app in Canada. We're aiming at the end of April to launch on the App Store. So we're going to have launched, we're going to have a community of people around that using our product here locally. We're going to launch it in Quebec and Ontario first. And we're going to have partnerships with summer events. There's many big events in Canada during the summer, June, July, and August. We are focusing on building the absolute best ride-sharing experience you can have anywhere. And that's going to be on iOS only for now. And our consumer tagline, live rides, you can buy and sell car rides anytime, anywhere, and right from your iPhone. So this is it.
In your Montreal to Toronto corridor, are you going to be targeting students?
Yes.
So does it make, what percentage of the students in Canada have an iPhone versus an Android device?
I don't know.
So why did you pick iPhone?
I think our only shot at getting any significant market traction is if our product provides a fantastic experience and drives word of mouth. Without the word of mouth, I think we don't have a shot. And so we're gonna, instead of trying to do everything for everyone, we're gonna focus on one thing, on the best platform possible to maximize our chances.
Stephen, how have you defined what that fantastic experience is to drive? What are the attributes that drives everything else that you're going to deliver?
I think that having the convenience of having this in your pocket, being able to easily communicate with the people you're going to ride with, that's a very big thing.
I like, I think the focus is great. Focused on building absolute best rideshare experience.
Yeah.
I like that.
Ben, je pense que pour Live Rides, ça a été une session vraiment fantastique. Moi, j'étais excité, j'étais super content du feedback. Je pense qu'ils ont vraiment trouvé qu'est-ce qui va faire que leur service va être plus qu'une commodité d'aller au point A au point B.
Can I just actually throw something in? So right now, I don't feel that I would take the ride share, but if you turn this into an unbelievable experience,
Exactly.
I would love to do it. 100% I would pick somebody up.
Ça va être un défi d'être capable de le dénicher, ce petit truc-là, de l'identifier, puis de le communiquer aux consommateurs. Je pense qu'ils vont le trouver, mais là, c'est là leur nouveau défi. Là. C'est comme, OK, tu sais, c'est vraiment ce que Airbnb a fait pour le voyage.
Airbnb is so successful because people that could afford to go somewhere else choose to go Airbnb.
Also, yes, but there's also the people that go there because they find something cheaper.
But that's not,
There's two different.
Yeah, but they benefit anyway. They benefit anyway. Now the people, but they don't go there because they're cheap. I use Airbnb because I want a social, special, different experience. That's the message. And whether I've got money or whether I don't have money, I can give the same message as to why I used Airbnb. I just go at a different price point, but I go to Airbnb because of the social, because of the experience.
Thanks, Stephen.
Pizza sandwich.
Monsieur Michael, week 5. So we're still Epilogger.
No.
Boring.
Nothing's changing there. And I'm still the CEO, I think. So this is our, and this is definitely a work in progress. What we learned from our interviews and just going out there and seeing what the response on Twitter and social media was that people want to remember, but don't necessarily want to do the work of tracking things down. They don't like to scrapbook. They don't like to do Google searches. They just have no time. For Epilogger, we're going to create features that at the same time make it a really cool experience for the consumer. We don't have no idea at this point exactly the right price to charge. This is our pitch line. You've heard it before. We're sticking with it for the consumers. We've market tested it billion times over, and people just understand it. You go to Epilogger, we'll remember, because we do.
So we've had 2 lengthy sessions so far.
They were so fun.
And I don't see anything of what we've discussed in this. So so maybe it's not, or I can't see it,
Okay.
or
you were wrong.
or I was completely wrong. Yes.
That's my fault.
Like I think there's nothing personal about this. It's not about the event experience.
Okay, yeah.
It's
So that's one.
there's no soul.
Right. One of our main, I don't know if it was a mistake or one of our issues before, challenges that we were focusing way too much on the monetization, money part. How does this mean for us to get money in our pockets? And that was kind of, I don't want to say it's misguided, but it was a little too focused on one end of the spectrum.
I mean, we haven't had many interactions, 1 or 2 with your team. I mean, honestly, I feel like I've missed nothing. I think it's like 4 weeks. Could have been sleeping for 4 weeks because I look at this and I see nothing materially different. I hear nothing materially different. I think you've got something within you that could be awesome, but it's sitting under a fucking thick layer of mediocrity. and I'm telling you now, you know, if you want a nice little business, continue. You know, keep that duvet pulled up. But this is bullshit. I mean, you have a great product. You have a great looking stuff. All your stuff looks so smart. I can't believe that you already had clients. You already had something. You already had a really sharp looking site. I just can't believe that that I don't know if it's our fault in terms of not being able to put enough around you to challenge and pull you out, but it's so underwhelming. I don't know what's, you know, you'll turn up on demo day and you'll pitch something that'll look nice, but it ain't going to change the world. And it's not going to change our world, and I don't know that it's going to change your world unless you really understand that this is not play school. This is make some shit really happen.
We have to move on.
Yeah. Epilogger, ils étaient convaincus qu'il allait avoir une très bonne session, un peu d'arrogance, j'irais même dire, et après ça, choc total. Choc total, on l'a vu dans la réaction de Michael, il s'attendait pas du tout à ça, était très bouleversé.
Emotionally, how did you feel at that moment?
Yeah, emotionally, I think John making whatever that joke was, I kind of missed it, but he had like, you know, all I saw was the guys like laughing about his smart-ass remark. And had I heard it better, I probably would have come back with something. So to see a bunch of horse laughing doesn't really help at all. It's very schoolyard for me. I don't think that's really handy at all. And it's not constructive criticism. That's ego. So it's very hard to listen to people when they're more interested in stripping you down than stripping you down and building you back up.
Si là, moi je pars d'ici vendredi soir, ok? On a 3 personnes qui restent à 3 places différentes sur le plateau.
Le défi en ce moment de LiveRide, c'est de sortir en marché leur première version de l'application. Il faut qu'ils réussissent à mettre un layer de magie par-dessus tout ça.
I don't see any magic in that.
Right now, there's none.
Is there a plan to put magic in it? It just strikes me as being another. It doesn't strike me as being smart enough, or deep enough, or cool enough, or magic enough.
Going back to John, he said that you have to move, you have to improve, you have to change.
I think he was expecting more from us, and I think we came with a pretty mature product, and they're looking for us to make that jump to the next level.